Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Ardbeg. This is Fermutation, coming in at a 49.4% ABV, 13-year age statement. So I'm an Ardbeg fan, and here in 2023, I actually stumbled upon this at a Total Wine. I grabbed it. I blinked for 30 seconds thinking there's no way that's up there. But I did. And it's one of those interesting stories that was kind of a fluke accident that actually became something that supposedly is pretty decent. So essentially what happened is during a boiler breakdown, Ardbeg's normal fermentation for their whiskey tends to be 72 hours, so essentially 3 days. But with the boiler broken down, this batch couldn't do what it needed to do. So they said, instead of dumping out, let's see what happens. So they opened up the tanks and let it do its thing. And let it stay there for 3 weeks. Really interesting idea. Again, what do you have to lose? Except for warehouse space. If you did it and it doesn't turn out, then it doesn't turn out. But this is one of those little happy accidents that we get to actually taste what happens. Most of the time things happen, we won't know, and we're none the wiser. So, again, I'm not an Ardbeg fan, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity for something like this. So, as always, we tried it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add a drop of water, see what changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. I will link some of the other limited reviewed Ardbegs and some of their common stuff up above and down below for you to enjoy after this one. But I wrote this one off. I never expected to find it, especially at market price or nearby. And yeah, I didn't blink because I've been into the store probably just a few weeks prior and it wasn't there. So I'm very, very happy that I could grab this. Yep, that looks like Ardbeg. That is super light. That is pale, pale, pale as all could be. Yeah. All right. Let's go for notes. Wow, that is really floral. Grassy and floral. That is nice. I actually really like that nose. Wow. Definitely peaty. Very peaty. Not as much smoky, so it's very earthy, peaty notes. Very salty. Kind of herbal grassy, though. That is a very different Ardbeg. No ABV, nothing sharp there. Everything's pretty well rounded. That was a weird. Oh man. I don't even know what my brain was thinking, but it just went, what did I just smell? But it is I don't even know, because the closest thing I can say is like damp, grassy herbalness. That is a very unique nose, not only for Scotch, but for Ardbeg. Well, nonetheless, let's go for taste. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Definitely the herbalness to it, the grassy, very grassy, and floral. It's not very sweet, smoky, slightly smoky, definitely earthy, peaty, and almost a bitterness in there. Almost like I don't even know, there's a slight fruit bitterness in there. Because it's not fruit sweet, but it's fruit bitter. That is unique. I'm kind of digging it. There is almost like a cedar or like a sandalwood. There's a light wood note in there. It's not oak heavy. It's very much a very light, soft wood. But definitely, this is green, grassy, earthy, peaty, and herbal that I've ever tasted out of anything from Isla, but anything from Ardbeg. I'm really digging this bottle. I'm very happy about this purchase now. That is super tasty. It's well-rounded, no sharpness in ABV. That's really good. That's really good. The herbalness is really throwing me for a loop because it's completely different than what I was expecting. It's got this herbal bite to it. Almost like licorice bite. but it's good. I like that a lot. That is the most unique Ardbeg so far. And again, as you see, I have quite a few Ardbegs. I think Talisker was my first smoky Scotch, but the love I fell into with Ardbeg is otherworldly. I just can't even begin to describe my appreciation of what Ardbeg does. Now, I will say this much. I'm very upset with them with the ongoing of limited edition bottles. I didn't help the situation here. This was not planned. This was not a planned bottle. The only one I planned for in 2022 to pick up was the Ardcore. The Ardcore was the only Ardbeg I planned on because I never expected to find this at close to retail. And then the Hypernova my wife bought for me. But I don't like what Ardbeg is doing with all these special releases they're doing. I think it's just kind of egregious. And it's one of those companies that I'm really watching and asking them to do the right things. I don't mind limited editions. Have fun with it. But they're kind of like shotgunning things out like crazy. I was giving that water some time to incorporate into the glass. So, under most circumstances, when we add water to a smoky Scotch, it tends to go sweeter and pulls back any amount of smoke. But let's find out what happens here. Let's go for notes. Yeah. That is almost musty. Musty, like a marshy must. That is weird. Here it does go a little sweeter, almost like a citrus sweet now. Yeah, there's a citrus. Man, that's going to bother me. There is a citrus sweet in there. Still get the earthy, you still get the peatiness, no smokiness to it. The herbal medicinal is kind of there still, but it is dialed back tremendously. This is getting weird, and I'm kind of digging the weird here. But let's go for notes on the water version. Yeah, I mean, it just drinks very simple now, which I kind of expected. It gets very much, like you get a little bit of earthy, a little bit of peaty. You get that little bit of herbalness going on. It drinks very soft. As always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. This has all the character to it. If you're buying this and you're not new to Scotch, don't buy this bottle. This is the weirdest Ardbeg I've had so far. But if you're somewhere, definitely, you can add that little drop of water, but I think you're going to kill the idea behind it. The love and attention that went to this one is really going to showcase here. But this does make it more tame and a little more approachable for an average Scotch. Yeah. If anything, goes a little sweeter with a citrus sweet. Still get the herbal, you still get the medicinal. The green grassy notes I'm still kind of getting here. Everything's well-rounded in the water version. There's no sharp ABV or anything like that. But this is the weirdest, funkiest. I don't even know. That is so different. Yeah, that is different. I like it, though. All right, let's talk about market price. Because we all know market price is market price. And it's always going to vary. I was lucky enough to pick this up for about $2.20. And from what it looks like, it doesn't go much cheaper. I think Ohio had it marked at $2.10 at one point. Look, I can never recommend anybody spend that kind of money on a bottle. I won't. I never think that it's worth that for an average drinker. If you're a collector, do I think this is a good bottle? Yes, I think you should enjoy it. If you get the opportunity to try it, should you? And the answer is 100% yes. If you love Ardbeg, this is going to take you on a completely different path of theirs. It's good, it's unique, it's different. It's totally unlike anything else I've ever tasted from Ardbeg, and in a good way. But it is a funky adventure. But again, I can never recommend that anybody pays $200+ for a bottle of whiskey. I can't. Not in good conscience. But if you get the opportunity to try this, 100% give it a go if you're into that realm. But yeah, there you have it, folks. Ardbeg Fermutation, 13 years old. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirit I should go looking for, also let me know down below. I love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.